not to write notes down today.
Okay. Ready? 3.
No, we're already starting.
Oh, okay.
We already started.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to, what episode is this?
This is episode number 6.
Episode number 6. We're not dead. We're still here. That's going to be the topic of today's episode is adversity. But we are still alive. We're still here. We're still kicking. And we have a guest today.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I have to introduce myself.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Anthony. That's it. What I.
Anthony is one of our friends. He's a wannabe badass.
Yeah, that's accurate.
He's a wannabe Jocko Willink.
Yes, definitely.
He's got the arm tattoo for it.
Jocko has no tattoos.
Really?
I know that. Yeah. You want to know how I know that? Because I'm a wannabe Jocko Willink. There you go.
You should speak for yourself, buddy.
Jocko is my idol.
Yeah, no shit. I see it with all your Instagram posts.
Good. Fucking Jocko is like where I like
leadership.
I read Jocko's book and I immediately like get like a leadership boner. And I'm like, I am
Leadership.
fucking
Put your plates away.
I am like
Lead by example.
yeah, I know. Fuck. It's fucking shit. Him and fucking Rob's book like fucked me up mentally.
Oh, those books are great.
Yeah, it's really good
In all
books.
seriousness.
We gotta get them both on the podcast. But today's episode is about adversity. And when we came up with the idea, it was kind of like a weird topic because adversity kind of can apply to people in different ways. Like not everyone has this like crazy come up type of like story where they're like homeless on the streets and they come from nothing. It's like that's their adversity. Like my adversity is different from your adversity and your adversity is different from your adversity and our so on, whatever. So I thought it was a good topic. And every time I do like those Instagram things where I'm like, what do you want to know? Or like business life, whatever those things. People always ask me like those types of like not leadership based questions, but they ask me like struggling questions. And I feel like as a small business, we're not a small business. As a business, we also face adversity. That's different from every other businesses and their adversities. So I think that's a really good idea. And I think the first one, what's the first topic? It's business adversity,
Yep,
right?
You're ready on it.
Honestly, this is a good topic because I feel like when you first start a business, there is a lot of adversity.
Right.
Because you have to not essentially fight. You're not going to fucking war with these other companies, but it's like an indirect financial war. Like
the best quote I heard to describe that was by Phil Knight, the owner of Nike. Business is
Nike.
war. I mean, yeah, fuck Nike, but business is war without bullets. So it is a war technically.
That's a fucking good quote. Put that on a shirt.
Damn right.
That's a good
Continue
quote.
with you're about to say.
Yeah. But like when we first started, like our gym was a little 4,000 fucking square foot gym. I remember me and him and Mario went and hung fucking paper posters all across fucking East Cheshire, Crestwood.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. We didn't actually do that. Because the very fucking next day, they were all gone. Like, we put them up at midnight. I went back like 6 a.m. All of them were gone.
Did you need like a permit or something to do that? Maybe that's why I took it down.
I don't know. Not the cop.
Anthony?
It's above my pay grade.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was MTA. I think MTA just fucking, they suck, whatever. But that was like probably the last time we did anything paper like that. But we basically, when we first started, it was like when you first start a business, you want to know like your surrounding competition essentially, because that's adversity. So we were basically battling Equinox, New York Sports Club, this other place, another place. I don't want to name drop them, but you're
24-hour fitness.
24-hour fitness. Like we were basically if like anyone else besides us were like, oh, I want to open a gym, they probably would not have opened that area. Because why would you open a gym next to all these 4 or 5 big name boxes? LA Fitness, Lifetime. So yeah, LA Fitness, Lifetime, 24-hour fitness, Equinox. Don't say the other ones. I'm talking about the big box ones.
Right.
That's a lot for a small little 4,000 square foot gym to open up. And at the time, you don't really think. I didn't think about it. I remember writing them down, and I was like, "Oh, this is a really good idea." And then I'm like, "Damn, this is kind of scary. Like, how do you compete with these guys?" They have unlimited funding. The people that own or manage those places don't give a fuck about anything. So like anything breaks, they don't care. How do you compete with that? You can't.
You got to have something different.
You got to be different. Exactly. I remember this line I used to tell people where like I would say, they're like, "Oh, how could you guys open a gym with all those other gyms around, and I used to say like, how many fucking pizza places are there where we live? There's
14.
there's fucking a lot of pizza places in
14.
the town. You said there's 15,
14, I think.
14, but Scarsdale too.
Yeah, including like if you Tuckahoe, Bronxville, Eastchester,
Yeah,
Southville,
fucking 14 pizza places.
14 pizza places and like 4 square
I've
miles.
probably been to almost all of them.
It's all the same.
Yeah, they're all fucking same. It's like what you like. Like Crestwood Pizza used to be the shit. I don't like it anymore. Paul Bettina's is the best pizza.
Controversial.
That's
Paul
not
Bettina,
true.
Paul Bettina's is the best pizza in Westchester County.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
Johnny's is not that good.
I like Cosimo and Johnny's. I
Cosimo
like
Johnny's is
Pelham
not
Pizza.
that good. You're crazy. Pelham Pizza is not that good. Yeah, he said 14. There's no way there's 14.
14 is. Oh, 14.
No, there's definitely 14.
I could see that number being on high. I don't know
Way
if it's
no, there's way more.
14 on
There's
the
way
top.
more
You wanna
pizza
s-
places.
No, more. Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying
Yeah,
like
there's
in
more-
the town of Eastchester,
Oh, yeah, fuck that. I was about to say
including
there's
the
no way.
including villages of.
How many actual gyms are there in our direct area? Well, in terms of Eastchester, I guess.
A lot.
I would say
in the
within-
town of Eastchester, there's
I would say within 5 square miles of the Scarsdale gym, if you're counting all like the little boutique gyms, like the little personal training little things, probably like 10.
yeah, easily. I mean, I'm thinking about 4 or 5 right now.
Yeah.
But like they had different business models. Like they were complacent with being these little tiny places because they got not that they got scared of like adversity, but they were like, okay, like we can't compete with them, so let's just try to do our own thing. We were the opposite. We're like, fuck that. We're going at them 100%. And that's what comes into the adversity part of it is like everyone goes through their own adversity. You could either fucking crawl up in a ball, lay down, and fucking take it, or you can stand up, go do your own fucking thing, and fight through it. It's very cliche to say, obviously, there's different levels of adversity that some people face. Like, I mean, there are life or death types of adversity.
Right.
Business is not life or death. For some people, it might be.
Well, yeah, man. It's a very costly, endeavor.
That's why it's such a touchy topic, because some people there are people in this world that take adversity and they're like, well, I'm fucked. My life's over. And then there's some people that adversity might not be that big of a deal to them, and they're okay. They fucking put their nose down and get through it.
There's very few things that you can't come back from.
Yeah, obviously.
Right? Like there's a couple things that you could do in your life that like you're like, all right, this is not
It's it.
not fixable.
Yeah, it's not fixable.
But that's very few things.
Yeah. Yeah, like life or death stuff. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about our own adversity that we face every single day.
Yeah, so talk more about it. Like when the gym was first opened and what it was like. I mean, at that point, it was just you running the gym.
Yeah, fuck.
And-
So for me, when the gym first opened is when I had my first kid, my first son. And I was by myself. I would basically, that's before the gym's key fob. So every single day I'd wake up at 6 a.m. or I'd wake up like 5:45 a.m., rip over to the gym, sit at the gym from 6 a.m. to, 6 to 11? 11 o'clock at night. But
Yeah.
that was like at 11 o'clock at night, the gym, there's still some people there. Like 1 or 2. That's when we had like 50 members.
Right.
So like you get like that one kid that would
won't
come at like 11 o'clock, and the business was so new. So I was like, yeah, you can stay, like whatever. I'll stay. I'll clean up. And the gym was small, so like I could just like bullshit around. But then sometimes like I would be there I would never be able to work out. It'd be like 6 a.m. to 11. I'd be like, fuck, I have to work out now at night. And then I had a hammock. Remember, we had a fucking
I missed
hammock.
that.
I slept in
used
the
to
hammock.
sleep in the fucking hammock.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to lay it across the turf. If you've ever been to Scarsdale, like there's like the Jacob's ladder thing on the wall. You used to attach it to that or the yoke. Put it in the yoke to the corner and sleep in it. And it was the best hammock ever. When I threw it out, I was really upset.
I remember opening one morning because you had gone somewhere.
Yeah, I went to PA.
Yeah, and I worked at midnight, so I had like a weird 2 hours in between. So I was like, oh, I'll just go to the gym and sleep in the hammock for
You
like 2
fucking
hours.
sleep in the hammock. That's when like I tell everyone that's when the gym was so much easier, because it was like, yes, there was the adversity part of having to be there 6 to 11. I'm by myself. There's fucking, at that point we only had 50 members, and 50 members was a lot of people. 50 members is a lot of members. But at that point, it was like, holy shit, there's 50 people we're responsible for. I have to be here 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. I have no staff. Family and friends are covering for me so I can go to the bathroom, or I can go eat, or I can go sleep for 2 hours. It was hard. But I enjoyed that. Like, looking back now, I enjoyed that because it humbled me. It taught me, like, if I want to do this, I have to be here every single day.
And I think one way to think about getting through that situation is that one day, if you work hard enough and you work smart and you make the right decisions, you won't have to be living that life.
Yeah, 100%. Really. That was what would get me through. I'd be like, okay, if I can be here from 6 to 11 every day, and I could get to what I would do is even Dad would tell me, like, if you can get to 100 members, remember he'd be like, if you can get to 100 members, you can get this. If you can get to 110 members, you can get this. If you can get to 200 members, you can hire someone else to sit here for you. And I remember, like, that's the way I would, like, gauge it. I'm like, shit, I'm here every day. I'm killing myself, but I need to push through, face the adversity of having to sit here every single day so that I can afford this, I can afford that, I can pay someone to do this. And then a couple months later, I think it was probably like, we opened in June. We switched to 6 to 11 end of June, and then we went key fob in January. So I did that from June to January 1st.
Yeah.
How many months is that?
6
months? 6 months? So 6 months I did that. No, 6 months, right? 6 months.
Yeah.
So there for 6 months by myself. And then we went to key fob. And really, key fob became, the thing was I started key fob because I was like, fuck, I can't be here every single day like this. Like, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to be here for another year like this. So we switched to key fob, which was the best decision ever. And that kind of helped us. I think that changed, like, the whole game.
Right.
But I tell people now, key fob is okay. Sometimes it's not okay.
Yeah,
People need to follow rules.
Yeah, people don't follow fucking
And
rules.
that's, it's hard.
That's its own thing.
I'm looking at you, guy, from yesterday that left the freaking kettlebells out in the dumbbell rack. I mean,
Fucking
the
ass
squat
fuck.
rack in Norwalk.
Ass clown. Yeah, but that's just like, that was the thing that I had to deal with. I was like, I remember everyone was like, oh, if you get key fob, like, what are you going to do? People are going to be here when you're not here. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
And that's why everyone has a credit card on file, I guess. Fuck up.
Right.
Get fined. And we find people every single day. People don't care.
What else do you think was very adverse about the whole opening up a gym and whatnot?
I think doing everything by yourself in a way, not physically, but like financially. Like I said, when you compare yourself to these big box name gyms, they have fuck you money. Like, they could, like, buy an InBody, a fucking $6,000 weight scale if they want. Or, like, they could buy 7 saunas and not even blink. Like us, we're like, I mean, you got to budget the right way. Like, at first, that's why, like, when we were picking equipment at first, we didn't buy a pec deck. We didn't buy certain pieces because one pec deck's like $10,000 from Arsenal. We're like, I could budget that money differently. Right. And that was a struggle because I remember that's what hurt us a lot is people would come in like, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, and you're like, I don't have that.
We don't got billions of dollars in the bank.
We
Sorry
don't have
about
that. Yeah, so I'm sorry. And that was like that was a thing we had to face. It was like, how do you convince people to join something that you don't have everything yet? And we still have that today. We have people that come in, they bitch, oh, you don't have a infrared 3000D something infrared sauna. Like, no, like, you don't have a hot cold tub? No. I have fucking 6 $2,000 barbells.
That people just throw on the floor.
So that's why we don't get those things because people fuck around and they mess them up and then that's what happens. Fucking the leg extension. Do you see the leg extension?
Yes.
New York? It's fucking snapped. Gerber told me that he saw the person do it. They had the whole weight stack loaded.
Which is
he was
very
smashing
difficult.
it. Dude, that thing, I can only do like 50, 60 pounds on that thing.
Like, it's
Okay,
not.
I think. How about we make an announcement right now? Stop slamming the fucking leg
stop
extension.
slamming the fucking shit.
The more you slam it, the quicker it breaks, and
Discipline.
the less you could use it.
Jocko Willink.
Adversity.
Adversity.
Create your own
That
adversity.
is,
by
now
breaking
think about it.
stuff.
That's adversity now
That's
because
adversity.
nobody can use the fucking leg extension.
That's adversity
now.
in a bad way.
Yeah, nobody can use the fucking leg extension now. Now you gotta fucking make do. You gotta put your nose down, do some fucking sissy squats, and
Right.
fuck, man.
Lunges.
That shit pisses me. Every time someone breaks something, it pisses me off so much.
Yeah.
And it's not even the people that like indirectly break something because they're using it. It's the people that like, and anyone that breaks something, I just freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Especially when they just walk away.
Yeah, they
Like,
just
oh wow,
they're
that thing over there broke. That's crazy.
and I'm
I don't
like,
know how
that's
that happened.
fucked up.
Just say you broke it.
Yeah, I'd rather you. Is this mine?
It's my word.
I'd rather you come up to me and tell me you fucking broke it.
Like, there's wear and tear. Stuff happens. It could also be mitigated by not slamming stuff.
Right.
Because people think that shit's like indestructible because it's like heavy duty Arsenal fucking.
It is, but after a while, it's gonna break.
Metal doesn't matter. Metal will always break.
Yeah. So Anthony, what about you? We talked about business adversity now. You're a cop down at Eastchester. What has adversity been for you? What has it been like trying to join the police force and all the physical and mental requirements that it takes to be a police officer today?
So I was not always as svelte and in shape as I was a chubby, chunky boy.
Wait,
Can we pull those
before
pictures
you go,
up?
yesterday when we were running, I was running behind him, and I was like, I was watching you run. I was like, yeah, he's in good shape, but I'm like watching his ankles and his feet run are still the same.
Oh yeah, no,
They're
nothing's
still
changed.
like duck feet running, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck? And he's like pulling away from me. I'm like, I'm fucked. Like I'm either fucked or he's in. I'm like I'm fucked. That's it.
That's just like, it's consistency though. So like requirements, even for like base level entry stuff, probably aren't as stringent as they could be. Like your 1.5 mile time, I think for most people when they get hired in like 20 to 25, whatever it is, like that age bracket group, it's like a 12, 38 mile and a half.
Only 12?
Yeah, 1.5 miles.
Shit.
So like,
They lowered the standard.
well, yeah, but that's not incredibly quick.
Nah.
Well, we
Wait, a
got
12-minute mile?
and a half.
Get
No,
the fuck out
That's
of
still
here.
Mile
not a
and a
lot.
half.
What did we do yesterday? 7.5?
Well, you did
7.
7, whatever.
Yeah. That was fast for me, I'll be honest.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like it's consistency. Because when did we really start working out? You look at it like maybe sophomore year of college.
Yeah.
So you figure I was probably like 240.
Yeah, you were like 240.
I was thick ass boy, right? And it was like, all right, well, now it's my senior year of college, and I got like 6 months to get ready for this running test. And when was the last time I ran? Like when I did organized sports, which was 4 years removed from that. So I was like, all right, well, what am I going to do? So, all right, well, I hate running, but I got to run now every day. And every day of my, I would probably say almost every day of my senior year of college, I went to the track or I went outside and ran. And like, when you put in the consistent work and you just keep chipping away at it, like you see your times come down to now where like my 5 mile runs at like a 7:30 pace don't kill me.
Yeah, that killed me, I'll be honest.
And that was 1 mile.
That fucked me up.
Kid was out.
I had the weight vest on, though.
How much is the weight vest? 14 pounds?
15 pounds.
Oh, 15.
He was out of commission.
Pound.
Out of commission.
No, there were old people in front of me. They tried to go down the staircase, and I had to stop. So he took off.
He got blocked by an old lady.
I did, actually. Like,
old
these
lady
3 old ladies
said,
did, like, the whole where they're like,
You shall not pass.
and I'm like, fuck. I just stopped, and I was like, go.
Gotta
go,
hit
go,
him.
go, go.
You gotta hit him with the moves. Break their ankles.
Oh, it is.
Break your 2 ankles.
Yeah. What else?
And like, listen, it's, people are like, oh my God, this is the worst time to be a cop, blah, blah, whatever. And there is, some stuff to that with like, difficulties with bail reform and all that shenanigans, which is just a whole giant rabbit hole that we don't have to get into. But like,
It's all bullshit.
where I'm like a local cop. It's like we don't face the craziness of like New York City. They're dealing with just insane call volume, forced overtime, stuff like that.
Yeah, they're fucking. We have a bunch of friends that are NYPD guys, and they're fucking.
Busy, super busy.
Yeah, like not good busy.
No, but for me, like it's just you have to adjust to like living your life a different way, right? Like as much as you would love to like go out on weekends and stuff and do all this like hang out bullshit, whatever. It's like, well, now you have like real responsibilities. And it's like, hey, yeah, well, you're working every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night from 12 o'clock at night to 7 o'clock in the morning. So now where you would usually wake up in the morning and go about your day, go to the gym, go to sleep at 11 o'clock at night, now it's like you have to just figure out how you're going to make that work for you. And like, you can see it, like even a lot of people after the academy, when you're structured, right, your job for 6 whatever months, aside from learning like the basic stuff you got to learn, which like whatever you learn there changes completely when you're out. Like you just fine tune so much more, but your job for 6 months is to sleep, eat, and work out, right? Like they give you all the tools, and for a lot of people, as soon as they're out of that regimented where they're being forced to work out and forced to run, you watch them gain 10, 15 pounds.
Yeah,
Quick.
I feel like that's where they go wrong.
Quick in the first year.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like that's what
there's
happens.
no mandatory whatever. There's, you lose. If you don't have that discipline to continue to do the work, very easily with like, the long hours and, working weird schedules, that's one of the first things to go for people. They're like, you know what? I don't feel like it.
Yeah, they like cower to the adversity of life now.
Yeah.
After having a legit schedule, having to hold yourself accountable and do the work to stay the same as you were in the academy. Yeah. That happens with like everything though. People like as soon as they're done, they're done.
That's
yeah.
what it is. It's complacency. It's
kills.
like, hey, I already passed everything, so I passed. Yeah. What else do I got to do?
Yeah. And then they give like the cops that do bust their ass every day a bad rep. Because then you know what's funny? They're always the ones that fuck up.
Yeah, but I've seen in shape dudes.
Yeah,
do some
obviously they fuck
dummy
up. Everyone
things.
fucks up, but I feel like they're the ones that are the ones
you
that
put
just
yourself at a disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
By not being physically capable to do stuff.
I watched we're talking about Mike Glover. He does like his podcast is like he'll break down like tactical situations from like a Green Beret standpoint, and he showed us a clip of a corrections officer like transporting someone. This like fat, overweight old guy trying to transport someone, and he like looks away for a second, and the guy grabs his gun. They wrestle on the floor, and he gets him down. And the corrections officer is on the ground.
Yeah. So
and now the inmate has his gun, and he's on top of him, pointing at him.
That must
that's
be
what
like
he
the
says.
golden ticket for criminals seeing that.
It's just
so,
like
but that's where it starts though. Like they go to like a use of force thing. Like part one of that use of force is you. Like you just being there, having like a command presence. Like if you look like someone you don't want to fuck with, 9 times out of 10, like if you speak like, with authority and you don't go, I don't know. Yeah, like, yeah, man. Like if you like, hey, listen, this is what's going on. This is what's going to happen. You lay out and you sound and actually know what you're talking about and don't just bullshit. It opens you up to less of people wanting to mess with you.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you look like, if I look like I can punk you, I'm going to punk you. Right? Like, right. What do I got to lose? If I look at you, I'm like, yeah, I'm running away from this cop.
That's why
he's not faster.
That's why most people like think that when they get pulled over, they have like a interaction with the cop that they're like assholes. But they're not. That's just the way that they're trained. They're supposed to be authoritative. Listen, everyone's an asshole. 100%. But like that's
you show
what I see.
compassion when you can. You don't got to yell. I mean,
I've seen so many people that like they come in, like when we were open during COVID, like cops would come in and people would be like panicking. I'm like, why are you panicking? Yeah. Relax. They're not gonna fucking shoot you. They'll shoot you if you fuck up. Like don't fuck up. That's easy.
The goal is to not shoot anybody.
Yeah, obviously.
Ever.
But these fucking people are like, they just don't understand. But I guess that's like that part, the training part for adversity is the same as like life adversity. Like when we talked about adversity, like when I was saying I had my kids, like having kids is an adversity itself. Like you are responsible for 2 people, 2
Chose that
things.
adversity.
I did choose it. Like they are responsible. Like I'm responsible for 2 little people that
Can't take care
do
of themselves.
anything. They can't do anything. But the thing about that, most people, because I had kids that's so young, like someone asked me this on Instagram the other day. They're like, what did having kids help you with or something like that? And I was like, I think having kids for me helped me because it obviously is an adversity. I know so many people that have kids that are like 19 years old when they have their kids, and it fucks them up. Like they don't know how to handle it because they cower to the adversity. They end up just trying to use the system the best they can, which is nothing wrong with that.
And
but-
you slack in other
Yeah,
aspects
and
of your
they're
life.
like,
You're like, oh well,
fuck,
I'm
like,
busy. I gotta do
people-
this. I didn't sleep
Yeah.
well last night, so now I can't go to the gym.
Right.
I didn't sleep well last night. You know what? I'm not gonna go to that job interview because I'm tired.
People don't like
You know?
change. They don't like change their daily schedule and their daily
when you have-
regimen. And
when
then-
you have kids indirectly, it's like you can't be the same person. Like you have to change. But like me having kids changed everything. It like made me like I tell everyone, I don't think Iron Vault would be what it is today if I didn't have kids, because I wouldn't be pushing the same way I'm pushing today. Like I wouldn't be like the 6 to 11s I were doing. I wouldn't have done those at the same rate. I mean I probably would have done them, but I wouldn't have done it with a different intent. Like there's a reason why I do what I do now, because I have kids, and that was an adversity I had to face at the moment when I had my first son. I was like, fuck, like now I'm responsible for someone else. I could easily just go get a 9 to 5 and be like, yeah, I'm just trying to make enough money where I can like pay for food and diapers, and then I'm gonna send them to public school, and that's
easy.
it.
It's easy.
Yeah, it's easy. To sit
you
there.
know,
like having kids is not hard. It's very easy. If you have a kid, it's very easy. It's the aspect of how you
Kaylee's
handle
not
your
gonna
kid.
like that.
Yeah,
no,
it was
I'm not
the-
talking about
Kaylee's
taking
not
care of the
gonna
kids.
like
Tread lightly.
I'm trying very lightly.
I'm talking about kids themselves. Like
Careful.
if you are complacent with having a kid and then just going and getting a job, taking welfare, doing whatever you want to do, then you can do that. It's easy. Taking care of the kid is hard, obviously, but I don't want to do that. I want to set my kids up for the best possible life they can have, because I have the platform and have the ability to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I said, it's an adversity I had to face at a really young age. When I think I was 23 when I had Grayson.
23.
I think I was 23, and it was an adversity I had to face, but I was willing to face it head on, and I took advantage of the opportunity. But that applies to anything. That could apply to you getting fired from your job, you getting demoted, you getting benched for a team. That could apply to anything. If you face adversity and you take what you have in front of you and you attack it in the right way, you can use that as fuel for anything.
Yeah, you have two choices. You can be like, all right, well that didn't work. I'm gonna try something else, or you can go, all right, well that didn't work. I'm gonna take the easy way out, crumble,
Yeah.
and just be like, all right, well, you know, that didn't work out. That's it.
Exactly. That's the whole moral of adversity is business could have just crumbled. Just been like, you know what? It didn't really work out. Whatever, move on. Let's go get a 9 to 5. Family could have just had kids.
Where you're
be
not
like,
happy. Where you're not, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a
no,
9 to
yeah.
5 where you would be sitting behind
Miserable,
a desk
yeah.
and being miserable.
Exactly. And that's the teeter-totter of adversity. Face it or roll over. That's it. Wait, hold on. Actually,
What?
nothing. I put on my Instagram, I wrote something for that. Listen, this was the line that I said. I tweeted this. I said, I find comfort in chaos. Embrace being uncomfortable. Nobody is coming to save you. Do it yourself or roll over.
Roll over and die.
Yeah, I didn't want to say die.
Die.
Yeah, but that's it. Like the
You
chaos.
only have so many years.
Exactly. The chaos is the adversity you face. Chaos and adversity are the same word. Let's use them as the same word. Anytime there's a bump in the road, that's
An opportunity.
adversity. That's an opportunity to learn from it, move forward. Like the way I think of it is like, Loki, the more MCU show. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay, in the movie Loki,
Unprepared.
basically there's a timeline. So what he talks about is there's a timeline. So every time something that doesn't go according to the correct timeline, this like police officer type of thing, like a entity will come and replace it so that it
Spoiler
continues
warning.
with the time. It does not spoiler.
Yeah, no,
It's
no,
in
I've
the
heard
timeline,
it, I've heard it.
like the multiverse timeline. And basically that's like what I was not trying to get at, but that's where I got like this kind of ideas from. It's like, don't think of it as like, if you fuck up, I need to get back to where I was
Yeah,
before.
a good way of talking about it that I've read in a book was falling up. So every time you fuck up, don't see it as, all right, I'm putting myself into a hole. But
Yeah, you're right.
no, this is the opportunity for me to learn.
Like
to
learn
grow,
from
to
it,
get
make
better.
your own new timeline,
Exactly.
and keep going. Yeah,
Right.
I think that's 100% true. Is that's adversity. When you face adversity, don't think of it as, okay, how do I get back to where I was? Think about, okay, where can I go from here?
Right, and that applies to everything in life. School,
Everything.
work.
Family, business.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I always bring it back to me playing lacrosse, but like getting benched, not playing those 2 years taught me that when I got my opportunity, I had to change. Like being like, I mean, people that don't really watch lacrosse, like when I came in as a freshman, sophomore, I was different type of player. Like I just wanted to face off. I was like panic mode. Every time I got the ball, it's like, okay, this is not my job. I don't want to hold the ball. Let me pass it away. And then my junior, senior year, I was like, wait, I'm not going to get the opportunity again maybe to come on the field. Like, I need to take advantage. Fuck it. Let me have 14 shots a game. Who cares? Because that was an adversity. I got benched, and then when I got the opportunity to play, I had to take advantage of it. That's the best way for me to bring it back to me.
Yeah. For me, I think the biggest, most like recent adversity for me was my freshman year of college, my first semester, and I'm sure people were watching.
Christopher just graduated.
I did just graduate. Graduate.
About time.
So it took long.
Who would have known I would graduate college faster than you?
Well, you should. You're older.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What
he
the fuck?
He took an extra year.
I did take an extra year.
See?
But there's a reason why.
Yeah, you're more than a year.
Because I did
older.
really bad my first semester. I failed 2 classes, dropped 1.
You're
What?
fucked up.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah,
That's
you
what I'm about to
fucked
get
up.
into.
Yeah, get into it because that's
I
that's
had-
self-inflicting adversity you face.
I made my own adversity. Well, I mean,
He did,
I
see?
wasn't prepared for college. Iona Prep did not prepare. I'll say it right
See,
here.
but it's
Iona
funny.
Prep
It's funny
sucks.
you say that though, because I was like,
Sorry,
yeah, I was but I was like uber prepared for college. Like I would remember being in college, and I am not a school person. Like routinely did not do homework ever, and would just be like, I'll do well on tests. But like
that's college though.
But like I remember like in college, someone was like, "Oh my god, we got to do a 2-page paper by tomorrow." I'm like, "You guys didn't do that in high school?"
Yeah, you're right. So many people panic for that
Like,
stuff.
oh my god, we got to do it. That's like Times New Roman.
Yeah.
They're like, I have to cheat.
And then Control F. You find all your periods,
Yep.
make them size
Yep.
14.
Easy.
Quizlet and check.
Easy.
That's what Iona Prep taught me.
Yeah, literally. It didn't teach me anything else. It was a repeat of middle school with what we were learning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I did terrible my first semester of college. I had like a 1.4 GPA.
Solid.
And yeah, no, I mean, that's like one of those situations where you sit there and it's like, okay, I really put myself into a fucking hole here. A very, very, very deep hole. Very hard to get out of.
At one point, I was like, damn, he's not going to graduate, and I'm going to be the only one in the family that has diploma.
So you have to think, like, what am I doing wrong? Obviously, who I am, I mean, not like personally as a person, but like certain
What was it? Was it the class, like physically going and having to retain information, or you just
it was bad study skills and just the schedule, because I was also doing rowing, so I was up like super early and in top of trying to acclimate to the type of classes
Your
I was
problem was you
taking.
took too many classes that you shouldn't.
Exactly.
Have taken. That was your problem. Because
Wait, what was your major?
He thought it was
Biology.
like Iona, where like you take all your core classes at once.
I just wasn't ready. Like, if you put me right now into that situation, I would absolutely get, like, I would thrive.
Yeah, but you
But
just didn't
back
understand.
then, I wasn't
college?
prepared.
College isn't for everyone. Period. I mean, like, listen, like they push college now, and you have to go to college. There's so many other things you could do.
Yeah, fuck. I only went because I went for free. That's why. I'll be honest. If I wasn't gonna go play lacrosse for going free, I wouldn't.
Like, I enjoyed my college experience, and I met a bunch of like friends that I'm gonna be friends with forever. But aside from that, my degree right now for me doesn't mean that much.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, you don't know that. Maybe
Mine
down
doesn't
the
either.
line, it might mean something.
Yeah, if I want to get my master's and teach
Yeah.
or something,
Yeah,
but
it might mean something.
you know, from like 4 years of school, what did I really come out with?
School is an adversity.
Yeah, that's that's
a big
time
adversity
management
for a lot of people.
No, it is. It really is. And not everyone succeeds in it, and not everyone figures out how to, like, how to succeed.
And then there's
pretty
people who
much,
do
yeah.
8 years of college because they're like, oh, I have to finish. I have to finish. I was like,
Right.
hey, dude, if it's not working for you,
Hang it up.
maybe go do a trade.
Yeah, hang it up.
You know,
and
maybe
do
you
something
don't.
else.
Maybe you don't read well for whatever reason. You don't comprehend certain things, but you can go weld. Well,
Right.
guess what?
Make more money.
Yeah, dude.
Trade
Some
is
of
way
those
better
some
now.
of those welders
Yeah.
crush it.
That's true.
And if you
But,
enjoy it,
I was the same way my freshman year. My freshman year, I was terrible. Freshman year,
it was all about changing the mindset. You know, you could either stay there at the bottom of the pit and just continue to fucking dwell on not doing well and failing, or you could change your mindset and be like, all right, you know what, fuck this. I want to do better. I want to improve myself, and that's what I did. That's what I know a lot of other people have done.
Yeah,
And yeah, no, I just graduated like a 3.5,
must be
cum
nice.
laude, baby.
Must be nice.
But yeah, no, I mean, that's an adversity I feel like a lot of people deal with these days.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on the other side. I feel like I've been on both sides where like I would face. There were days like when I used to play where every day there would be like a depth chart in the locker room. So it'd be like 28, 24, 26. I was 24. So it'd be like, if I'm second on the list, like it would mentally fuck me up. Like there were days that I would be like hysterically crying in the locker room because I went from second to third for no reason. And then it would be like, I'm okay with me. Like I would quit. Like I'd be like, I'm done. Like I would show up late. I would never show up to film. I'd be like unresponsive. I didn't give a fuck. Like I wear different things. And I hated that. I remember I got benched one time. I hated it. I hated the way I just like felt so.
But that's
cancerous.
self-imposed. Yeah, that's self-imposed.
I was so cancerous. It was an adversity. I was like, I can't. Fuck this. I'm done with everyone here. Fuck this. Didn't care.
That's so dangerous to everyone
Dude,
else.
it was
Yeah.
so
You're a
dangerous.
cancer
I was
at that
so
point.
cancerous. I could tell like the whole morale of our position group was just like miserable.
We
Like,
gotta
I
come in
wasn't
and deal with
helping.
this kid.
Yeah, I was just a
You
very
were
bad
that
place.
kid.
And I remember one day I was like, you know what? Like I remember I just showed up one day and I was just pissed. I was like, why the fuck am I acting like this? I've never in my life been the bad person. It's stupid. So I remember I walked into Toomey's office and I was like, listen, I closed the door. And he didn't like me to begin with, but I remember I walked in there and I closed the door. He was like, what's up? I'm like, listen. I was like, I've been a fucking asshole this whole week. I was like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm like, if I fucking walk in the locker room again and I'm on that third position group and I'm playing like that, just kick me out of the fucking team because I don't want to be like that person ever again. I looked at him. I was like, I'm coming for that first spot. I was like, I don't really give a fuck. I was like, I'm going to take that first spot back. He was like, good. He's like, glad you're back. It was kind of like a thing where he was like, he knew that I was being an asshole. He could tell. Like, he kicked me out of practice a bunch of times. I was being an asshole. But I saw that I let adversity win, and I was like, damn, I'm not really supposed to be that person. And then that was the week that we played Army senior day that week. I had 2 goals that game. Then very next day we played UVA. I came in. I did what I had to do that game. And I think I had a hat trick that game. And, like, everything changed. Like, the whole week, things just, like, felt better. The team felt better because I was, like, the funny person. I was back. But that's what happened when I let adversity win.
Sometimes you got to check yourself. Like, you know, like you don't realize, you don't like, oh, well, you know, and it happens, you know, you're like, you fall into little ruts where it's like, you know what? I don't feel like working out this week. I'll go to the gym. I'll do some nonsense. You know, but I'm not going to run. I'm not going to, you know, whatever. And you let little things go. And sometimes you got to be like, all right, well, you know, something's different. Something's not working. Something's got to change and no one's going to come and do it for you. So you got to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah, I'm glad I hit that low point in my life because I've never seen myself so low because playing lacrosse, like, it was my life. Like, that was like what made me so happy my whole life. Like, that was like basically my true purpose. And then to have it like taken from me, I was like, first it was taken from me for something that I did to myself, and I let adversity win. And I just like but the thing is, like, I've gone through adversity now with like certain things, but I've seen myself at such a low point in my life where it's like will never let myself get to that point. Like, I've seen what the dark side looks like for that, like the depression side and like the mental aspect of like being like, fuck, I'm really lost.
Sometimes, I mean, I don't remember how the quote goes, but sometimes it's good to hit rock bottom because it gives you a place to jump off from.
I was fucking rock bottom. But again, like,
Party animal.
I was rock bottom, but it's there are people that are listening that are going to be like, oh my God, who cares, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Like, again, my adversity, not yours. Fuck off. I don't really care.
Right. Everyone experiences a different
And that
level.
was my level bottom, rock bottom. I mean, listen, I still had a bed. I was going to school for free. I still had things in line, so I wasn't like, but to me, that was rock bottom for me. Not playing, benched. I was isolated. Coaches didn't like me. I was just in a very bad place.
Yeah, and it was the same for me. Like, I wasn't a bad student going to college. I was getting A's and B's. I mean, I got into a really good, I'm not the best school in the world, but a good school. And I mean, it was definitely a change of pace for me as well, hitting rock bottom and then giving me a good platform to jump off from.
Yeah.
And now
It humbles you quick because then you're like, fuck, my back is against the wall. I got to make a fucking move.
Right. Do you guys want to go into the member question or got anything else?
Fire the member.
Fire away.
Fire away.
Let her rip.
All right. Make sure you fuckers can't see my passcode.
Edit it out. Mark that. Edit it out in post.
Okay, so would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or 100 horse-sized ducks?
I'm gonna let you go first because we've
Also-
gone over this at work thoroughly.
You do not have a weapon.
Yes,
So
correct. So you just the premise is you just got out of the shower. All you have is a towel.
Okay.
Do I have clothes on?
No, you just got out of the shower. Your shower clothes on.
No, so I don't have. So I just got out of the shower.
Barefoot.
I'm in a towel. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Where I'm in my house. Am I like? Listen, there's premise. Am I in my house where like
You can't go run and grab a knife. You can't go run and grab a gun.
Okay.
but I can get away. So I have to fight. It's life or death.
So you have to fight. You can't
Okay.
run away.
Life or death.
There is a force field.
All right. Like, all right. Fuck, that's tough.
I'd rather go
A football
duck-sized
field.
horse.
Football field sized area that you have.
I think I'd rather fight. See, the thing you said before, it's like a fucking pterodactyl.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, I'm going horse, 100%.
The horse-sized duck.
A duck-sized horse,
Duck-sized
so it's a
horse.
mini horse.
Yeah, but there's 100 of them.
Did I word it wrong, or did you?
You dumbass.
No.
It's a duck size. Listen, a duck, the size of a horse.
Yes.
Or 100 ducks.
No, 100,
100
horses
the size of a duck.
Okay.
You can get swarmed by those horses.
Yeah, and the
Quick.
horses are fucking.
Yeah, yeah, no.
And their hoses are still hard.
And they
I'm,
kick.
I'm gonna go with the duck. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
taking the
I'm gonna
duck
take
size
the
horse.
towel, wrap it around his. I mean, I don't
Right.
wanna
Well,
get graphic here,
you
but-
say that.
No,
But like,
I'm taking the pterodactyl.
think of you. That thing's gigantic.
Dude, and the fucking yeah, I know, but that's
But
like
ducks
one and
don't
done.
attack you, really.
They what?
Have you ever run on the
Yeah,
Bronx
yeah.
River
Are
Are you
path?
kidding me?
Those
things are
angry
fucking
geese.
savages.
They don't.
I'm not
Dude,
scared of many
I think
things.
it's not like a wolf or some shit.
Yeah, but this is a horse. That's a duck. A duck the size of a horse.
And it wants you.
Have you seen how big a fucking horse is?
Yeah,
It's
they're
coming
big. I
after
know,
you.
I know.
They're
Now
coming- they're
put
coming
wings
after you
on
either
it
way.
Pissed.
instead of a fucking set of teeth.
That's a dinosaur.
It's
I could
got a
probably-
fucking bill. It's a dinosaur.
Well, if I'm still going with the the horse-sized duck, I gotta figure out a way to trip him then.
1,200 pounds.
Like wrap like the
I've
towel.
seen-
I think
I've
the average horse is
trip his
1,200
ass.
pounds.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park is my favorite movie. Jurassic World too. So I feel like I could take the horse-sized duck.
horse-sized duck.
Be a dinosaur.
Taking the tiny horses.
Yeah, but there's hundreds of them. 100
No,
or
no, they're
100?
only
wait,
800.
where do you
fuck
get it?
that. You're gonna get fucking swarmed. You have no weapon. You're gonna kick
Yeah, so
them.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna kick the shit out.
That's a lot of kicks.
That's a lot of kicks.
Been waiting my
Horses,
whole life for
horses
this.
bites too. So
Yeah, horses bite and they kick.
actually, I think their bites are worse. Have you ever seen like the pictures?
You ever seen the inside of a
Have you ever
duck's
seen a
mouth?
horse bite?
They got these serrated teeth.
Have you ever seen a horse bite?
No.
That shit fucking
Yeah, but their
does
mouths
not
are
look fun.
only this
Yeah,
big.
but they have like
Yeah, but
human teeth.
they can't all jump on top of each other. I mean, you're moving. You're gonna get tired either way, but you're gonna
I'm taking the duck, the big duck. Fuck that shit up. Make that shit my bitch.
Just take the towel, throw it over the
Fuck
eyes,
yeah.
grab it by the fucking
Yeah,
neck.
see, break the fucking neck. It's dead.
That's a lot easier. You know how thick a horse's neck is?
Yeah, it's
Horse's
All right, I'm gonna try
neck-
some suffocate.
Horse's neck is like a medicine ball.
I feel like I could.
You just squeeze a
is the duck
medicine ball?
flying? Is the horse duck flying?
Well, yeah, it's a duck.
See, now that's when you get in like the
I'm fucked.
'cause
Then
at- 'cause at what
air
point-
raid. I'm done.
Yeah, at what point does something become so big that it can't take flight? And you like ostriches can't fly.
They can fly. They can glide. They can't like
Yeah, but
actually
pterodactyls
fly.
can fly.
You've never
Yeah,
seen an
I-
ostrich
We
fly?
were just talking about that.
Ostriches can't fly.
They
run really
They
fast.
can run fast and then jump and glide. I've seen videos of
That's
it.
a Pokemon.
I've never seen that.
I think
If
that, I
you
think you're
Google it,
thinking.
you can
Of,
pull it up right now.
I think you're thinking. Of
Well, look it
Pokemon.
up.
I have no
Well, let's
service
try it.
back
Come
here.
on.
I have no service back here.
That sounds like an excuse. Adversity.
He made his own
It
university.
is adversity.
I literally can't get on the internet. I have T-Mobile and T-Mobile. Oh, that went away.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
I'm telling you, I've seen it.
All right, so I looked up. Oh, flying ostrich.
Fuck you.
This is definitely some weird shit.
Have you seen it? You know, if they say peacocks can't fly, peacocks can fly. I've seen it.
What
at
the
the Bronx Zoo.
fuck?
What?
They like throw it out of a plane.
What? I've seen them glide.
Yeah, this is definitely not real. Yeah, that's
I
not real.
don't think.
I've seen them glide.
I think 2-1. You're losing this argument.
Yeah, they're not flying.
No.
Sorry. Unless there's somebody who's like a biologist, they want to look it up for us. And
I think they can flap
Tell
and
us in the
fly.
comments.
Like penguins can't fly because they don't have actual wings. There are arms that are fucking like.
Steve Irwin, everybody.
they don't need it. to fly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. They don't like an ostrich actually has a boned wing, like an arm wing.
Right.
They
Penguins
can't fly.
don't have
They
that.
can't
Penguins have fucking what the fuck are they called?
Flippers.
Flippers. Yeah, they're not wings. They're flippers. So like, if you threw a fucking penguin, it's not gonna be able to fly.
No, it's not.
An ostrich, if he builds up, an ostrich can run.
Oh,
how
they can
fast?
run really fast.
60 miles an hour or
Truck you.
something, right?
I don't think it's that fast, but close.
They
Maybe
can
like
run
fo-
fast.
maybe
So
like
if you
40.
build up enough fucking speed and you jump, I've seen them do it.
I think a cheetah can do 60.
They do the same thing
I think
peacocks
you could
do.
do 80.
Peacocks, dude, at the Bronx Zoo, I've seen fucking peacocks fly. People are like peacocks.
peacocks
can
can
fly.
definitely
Bro,
fly.
they're not supposed to.
What do you mean?
According
they're
to
not supposed
who?
They
They
have
don't.
wings.
But the same thing as the ostrich. They don't fly. They glide. Like
How did he glide from the
he
floor
climbed
to
it.
the tree?
I watched it. He climbed.
I'm
the
not
tree.
flying. I'm falling.
Yo, he
in
climbed. I
style.
watched him. He climbed the wall thing to get to the top of the roof, and then this little hut. He jumped from the roof to the tree. I watched it. While you guys were all fucking doing your thing, I was eating my burger, watching it.
What were peacocks?
I'm still here too.
tastes
When I
like-
went and got a burger at the Bronx Zoo, I was like, damn, this might be the end of me. I was like, this could be like,
That will be $14
It
for
was
something we
$14.
took out of a freezer.
yeah, who knows if it was a freezer? It could have been something they
was.
killed.
Bison burger.
Yo,
lion burger.
It was really good though. Whatever. All right, guys. If you enjoyed that episode, make sure you guys click that subscribe button. Give it a like. Share it with your friends if you have any. And
Tell us what else you want us to talk about.
Let's go Rangers.
also,
Heat.
let's go fucking Rangers. Let's go Heat.
Jimmy Butler's a dog.
He has a dog. Jimmy Butler faced adversity, fought through it, dropped almost 50 points.
47, baby.
Best player in Miami history. Fuck LeBron. Fuck Dwayne Wade. That's it.
Peace.
See you guys later.